Well, it was bound to happen, and here it is, folks. Republicans across the country are now trying to ban President Biden from their state ballots, trying to argue that it is, in fact, Biden who is somehow an insurrectionist. 3 Republican representatives from the U.S. House of Representatives, representing different states, told media outlet, was it Breitbart this week, that this is Aaron Bernstein, Charlie Bird, Cory McGarr from Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Arizona, respectively, who said, quote, "The absurdity of radical Democrat judges removing Donald Trump from the ballot in Colorado will be a stain on the American political system for decades. By their very own interpretation of the law, Joe Biden is 100% not eligible to run for political office." Now, this echoes what Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick said recently, which is that maybe he'll look into kicking Biden off Texas's ballot. Now you have lawmakers from Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Arizona, 3 so-called swing states, that are saying, hey, maybe we're going to kick Biden off. For what? Well, don't worry, because they did provide a little bit of explanation as to why they think Biden is somehow an insurrectionist. They're motivated by disagreements over policies on immigration and border security, as well as his, quote, alleged corrupt family business dealings with China, which Republicans have yet to actually demonstrate beyond innuendo and unsubstantiated assertions. So you don't like his policies, and you think he's corrupt. You can't prove he's corrupt, but you think he may possibly be a little corrupt. You just, for the love of God, can't come up with any evidence. But other than that, we don't like what he's doing with the immigration policy. And so, yeah, he's an insurrectionist because of that. Do you dumbasses know what an insurrection is? Because I don't think you do. I mean, you're like, by the Colorado court's own interpretation, Biden fits the bill. No, he literally doesn't. Because listen to this. Even if Biden had said, let's just open the southern border, because that's Dan Patrick's big thing, and the other lawmakers also mentioned that. Let's open the border. Everybody can come in. No borders anymore. Just come on into the United States. Guess what? That's not an insurrection, because those people are not coming into the United States to overthrow the federal government, which is kind of what you have to have, at least in an attempt to overthrow the federal government, in order to have an insurrection. So it doesn't fit that definition, even though you say that by their interpretation it does. No, it doesn't. And for the record, by the way, Biden hasn't even done that. So that's even in the most extreme what if scenario, and he still doesn't meet that threshold, because Biden has not supported an insurrection. But he's corrupt with China. Let's assume that President Biden is dealing under the table with China on behalf of his son. Okay, it may be a criminal offense, but it's still not an insurrection against the United States of America. So no, he wouldn't even fit the bill under that deluded fantasy, which, by the way, also is not a thing that has happened. But Republicans are now going to start pushing this talking point. This is what we are going to hear for the next year. That Biden is also somehow an insurrectionist, because that's all they can do. They can't defend what Trump did, so they just try to flip it over onto the Democrats and say, oh, no, you did it. But keep in mind, when they do this, none of them are trying to say that Trump is not an insurrectionist. They're just trying to say, so is Biden, even though he's clearly not. Ring of Fire is just a few subscribers short of hitting that 1 million subscriber milestone. So if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and do so and stay up to date with all of the latest from Ring of Fire.